Good morning. This is the YouTube channel which is related to British Cambridge and Edexcel O level and A level students. So recently I have started this YouTube channel. So Yesterday I have started one of the session. So I am going to continue this section uh, from where I have stopped, right? So my first discussion was the paper, O-level Cambridge paper, right? I will start where I have stopped. So I have discussed this paper. So I have finished this first question. Now we are moving to the second question. So just want to recap the first one. What we did was here. This is about the binary, right? Decimal to binary conversion, right? So nothing but this is decimal to binary conversion, decimal to binary, right? Yes, decimal to binary conversion. So this is decimal to binary conversion, decimal to binary. So we have done some of the exercises and we have given some answers and we have done some workings how you can do this decimal to binary conversion in first video. Okay, we finished this first video and we are going to do the second question. This question says the student wrote batch processing. There's a right. There's a statement. The batch processing can be used uh, when making airline booking. So this question is not clear. So this is a scan document. It says that batch processing batch processing can be used when making when making airline bookings, right? This is the question. Airline booking. So this nothing but they are asking what kind the batch processing will help you to have the system called airline booking. So the same question they are saying that, oh, this, as you aware, this statement is incorrect because batch processing doesn't support to the airline bookings. The airline booking system are basically online real-time system. It's not the batch processing system. So they are asking why this statement incorrect. So we need to find what is the reason for this statement, why we are saying that this statement is incorrect. So for to do that, we need to know what is the batch processing system and what is the online processing system. So that's the subject area in this question. So I will tell you what kind of what is this first. This is batch processing, this side, right? This side batch processing, and this time we can say online processing, online processing system. Batch processing system basically they are information, collecting information, collecting information as a batches, right? As a batches. And during some period of time, that's the specialty in the batch processing. During some period of time, right? During some period of time. During some period of time. I will give some example. The best example is the batch processing system is to payroll system. Okay, now students should know what is this payroll system, right? The payroll system is the system where Every company, every enterprise, SMB company, small and medium business company, or even the government organization, they want to make the salary to their employees every end of the month or middle of the month. This processing is going on. So this payroll system basically, depend on the batch processing system. What they do is they are collecting information, right? They are collecting information sometime daily, sometime weekly. At the end of the month, they will collected all the information as a batches. They will calculate the salary. For example, assuming that OT payment. So what kind of OT hours, right? That means extra work hours that particular employee has done in that particular organization. So there is a OT sheet, right? This OT sheet, that OT hours will say Monday with a specific day, Tuesday, right? So they are mentioning, okay, 2 hours OT, 3 hours OT, something like that. And at the end of the month, they are, getting the amount. Okay, what kind of a, okay, we say OT hours 500, 500 into 2 hours, 500 into 2, that is 1000. Likewise, they are calculating total OT sheet for the particular employee. So that will happen at the end of the month or middle of the month, right? So that's how the batch processing system going on. Even specifically payroll system. Not only the OT, even the allowances, right? Allowances, no pay, right? So whatever the salary, right? Basic salary, there should be a addition of additions. So additions, under addition, these allowances, OT, those things come. So under deduction, right? Under deduction, what kind of things can happen? A deduction, for example, no pay, right? Some bank loan, something like that. So that could be reduced from the salary, right? So this is adding and this in reducing, something like that. So very clearly, the batch processing system is the process where it collecting data over the period of time, and after that particular period of time, they are processing the data at once. So normally this batch processing system, most of the production environment, right? Most of the production environment, the industries, this batch processing system is work, to their production to count the productions, to measure the production what they have done. So the one production or one category of the product, it goes as a one batch, something like that. One batch. The per week, how many batches you will be creating, something like that. So this is the system, batch processing system. Right. Apart from the batch processing system, what is the opposite of the system? That is called online processing system. So we will discuss that also. So what is this online processing system? Online processing system is the real-time system where it will be synchronize the data back and forth, right? So for example, ATM transactions, right? Those are the online, most of the banking system, online banking. So those are online real-time system where it will update simultaneously, right? Back and forth. So these system very sophisticated and the real time, right? So it will update synchronize automatically, right? Synchronize automatically, synchronize automatically, right? Updation happen done, updation done very fast, right? And this is happen instantly, instantly, right? So at the time of transaction, all things are happen. So that is called online processing system. So most of the banking system, ATM transactions, even the online shopping, online real time, online card, everything is most of the e-commerce system, e-commerce, right? Electronic commerce. That means buying and selling. The most of the e-commerce systems are depend on the online processing system apart from the batch processing system. Unlike the batch processing system, because batch processing systems is a system where it collects the data over the period of time and processing. The here online processing system is not like that. It's at the time of the transactions happen, at the time of the work has been done, all the system is working. That's how it goes, right? I think you have understanding of this now, right? So this is, so now we will how we can write the answers, right, for this question. So they are asking why this statement is incorrect. So very easy, you can say because the airline booking is real time system. It's the airline, the seat at the one of the seat of the airline should be booked at the time of the booking at itself, right? So we can't collect the data and we can't book the after the period of time, no. So these are all automated computerized systems. So most of the 100%, 99% of the computerized systems are online real-time system, right? So because of that, you can say as an answer. So this airline booking system should not be work as a batch processing, since it's a real-time system. It should be synchronized back and forth, right? So that answer is very fair enough to get the 1 mark, right? So even we can see the marking scheme if you want. They are saying that airline booking need to be in real time, stop double bookings, right? Batch processing is only done at the batch processing is only done at the end of the day, week, or double booking is possible. Yeah, that's right. So very simple idea they are giving. So I think now you have a better idea about what is about the batch processing system and what is about the online processing system. So students should know. So okay, we will go to the second part of the question, right? We will go to second part of the question. The same student also wrote the launch and application a graphical user interface GUI require a type in the name of the applications using the keyboard. Why this statement is incorrect? That's another statement. The launch and application, right? So if you want to start the some of the application in your computer, in other words, some of the application in your computer, uh, they are saying that the GUI, graphical user interface, is one of the user interfaces in a computer system, require a type in the name of the application keyboard. They are saying that, for example, if you want to open the Word application, you have to go to the uh, command prompt or somewhere. You have to type from the like that, something like that. So that is also possible, but it's not belongs to the GUI, right? So see, GUI, graphical user interface, basically we are not typing the words and things like that. We don't have to type it. So graphical user interface is the basic. I will tell you the what is the importance of the graphical user interface. First of all, you should know the interface, right? Interface. Interface act as a interface is a bridge between the user, right? User and the computer, right? So if so, this is I am working on the graphical user interface. That's why I can communicate with the computer, right? So okay. So what are the three interfaces in a computer system? Normally there are mainly two. First one is GUI. So this is graphical user interface, right? This graphical user interface. Next one we have a command line, CLI, right? We are saying that command line interface. Command line interface. Another one we have just to know, menu driven interface. Menu driven interface. This is the interface where we can see in the ATMs, right? Menu driven interface. Not only the ATMs, whatever the kiosk machines, right? So kiosk machine, we have these interfaces, right? So graphical user interface, then command line interface, menu driven interface. So providing the interfaces to interact with the user. So this is the main function of what? Main function of the operating system. So I will come to the operating system, main function of operating system, right? Operating system is the system software which which is control all the hardware system or the physical component of the computer system, and it manages the application software as well, right? It controls and manages the application software, even the hardware. So that's the main function of the operating system, right? So in other words, you can say operating system is the software, so which is used to get the maximum utilization of the hardware resources. That means it gets use of the hardware resources and providing an interface to interact with the user, and even it makes a platform to run the application software as well, right? So this is the main part of the system software system. So we will come to the operating system, the whole chapter later. So at the moment, I will give this brief introduction about the interfaces. I want to tell you the interfaces is the providing and a user. So we say that the graphical user interface is a user-friendly interfaces. Why I am saying user-friendly interfaces? So user-friendly interfaces is interfaces where user can interact with very easily. For example, main feature is WAMP, WIMP. Student must know these things. W means Windows, I means icons, M means menus, P means pointers, right? So these are the key things, right? Windows, icons, menus, pointers, right? So these are the basic features of the graphical user interfaces. So nothing but, right? You have icons, you have windows, you have menus, you have a pointer. This is very user friendly, efficient. There are a lot of what are the advantages of graphical user interface? Advantage of graphical user interface: easy to learn, easy to use, user friendly, right? So even very limited time you can familiar with the with this kind of operating system. Anybody can use it, even the kids and all. So now how our mobile smartphone is now, even the 1.5 year old boy or girl can use their parents mobile phone. How? So they know how those interfaces are using. They know that if we click that, it will open. So that is what? That is the graphical user interfaces. Most of the mobile phones, right? Total 100% of the mobile phones come as a graphical user interface, right? So that's how the even student can, even the small boy can, browse the internet, browse YouTube video, something like that. Okay, so this is very brief introduction about the interfaces, right? Uh, I think the videos, yeah, yeah, another 7 minutes I have. So what I can do, I will start directly the subject matters for this operating system. So this is okay. So I will give the brief about this operating system to the student. So this is kind of a recapping. The software is an instructions to perform the particular task. It is non-tangible part of the computer. There are two broad categories of software: system software and application software. Yeah, I will tell you, right? The software. What do you mean by the software? Software is nothing but, right? It's a computer programs. Okay? It's a computer programs. Computer programs is what? Programs is what? It's a series of instructions, right? Series of instruction that tells the computer to do some task. right? It's giving commands. For example, we say integer. Integer a is 10. Integer b is value is 10. So I want to calculate integer c is there. So c equal a plus b. I want to print c, right? Print c. So this is what? This is instruction 1, instruction 2, instruction 3, instruction 4, instruction 5. That's why I said that this is small computer program. We are adding two values a and b and we are getting an answer. So this is just a small addition program. So even this program having what? Instruction 1, instruction 1. This is instruction 2, right? Likewise, it's got instruction 3, instruction 4, right? Instruction 5, right? Instruction 5. So these instructions is, executed or completed one after the other, right? So we can say this is a computer program or the series of instruction, right? So this is the idea about the application or the software, right? Okay, so now you can don't think that the software computer programs is only one for the software. No, software is not only, right, not only software copy, the software system, right, or program software system. What else? The software, the part of the software is to the documentations. What do you mean by documentations, right? Documentation means the documents which is related to particular software. So assume that this is the CD. You have created the software. There's a software in the CD. We'll say Office package. Office. This is application software. We'll say 2016 CD. So when you buy the software, sometime or you will get a what? Some user manual, the document. Some will say system requirement specification. So the system requirement specification, uh, when you buy a you know uh, customized software, right? When you buy a customized software, that means the software which is made by some software vendor and the software development company, and this which is especially to design for some particular customer, that is called customized software. So the customized software, they will we need to provide the system requirement specification. So this is not nothing but the what kind of a functions in your system, and all things are document. What are the interfaces, what kind of a report you will get, and in detail you will get a system documentations, right? You don't want to worry about these things, right? I just want to tell you, right? Just to get an idea. So these are the document which is belongs to the software, right? So this is also part of the software. We will refer these things as a part of the software. That means the software is not only the computer programs, but also what? It's a documentation, which is a document which is belongs to the particular software. For example, user manual. What's the purpose of the user manual? The user manual denote the things like that. How we are going to install the software, how we are going to set up the software, how we are going to configure the software, even the how we are going to troubleshoot the software. So whatever the required information which is given by the user manual, so which is very helpful to the user who is using that particular software. So that is also part of the software. We will recognize that particular user manual as a part of the software, right? I think you are clear on this. So this is just to starting point of the software and the operating system. Okay, so I will be going detail, right, to discuss these areas because this is relevant to the O level Cambridge IC computer science subject matter, right? Okay, now I think I will wind up this session, right? For the moment, I will start another session where I have stopped, right? Have a good day.